up? What's up? What's up? 30 and up doing us. What's up? IntellectualRadio.com. Hard Radio. If you need to call in, call 708-223-895. This is comedian and songwriter Tyson Smith here with my lovely wife, the Miss Mariah. Hey, Mariah, how you doing today?
Hello, how everybody doing?
You guys are wondering what the heck we got on. We're going to work out after this.
Going to the gym.
Because she just devoured some McDonald's, so I had to tell her, don't be fat, don't be whack. Let's bring it back. Let's go to the gym so that stomach will snap back. How y'all doing today? I just made that up off the top of my head. How y'all doing today? It's 30 and up doing us live. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting the group. Thank you for Intellectual Radio. I think this is like our third show or whatever the case might be so far. Got a few more to go. And got 2 new singles that came out today on iTunes, Tidal Radio, Spotify, Google Play, Pandora, all that good stuff, all the streaming services, mycdbaby.com. Single one is called Let's Get Lit. I was just playing the music to that a second ago. Then I got another single called Better Without You. And that's also on the top of the group page if you're on 30 and up doing us. So please go and support the singles. They're only 99 cents. Everybody can afford 99 cents on a Friday, unless you were already negative on Thursday when you came into your bank account and now you got paid and you're just balancing it. Understand those struggles from back in the day. How's Chicago doing? How's all my listeners doing across the world? What's up 30 and up doing us? I want to go ahead and play a little bit of one of my singles. The single that I mentioned before, Let's Get Lit, so y'all can check it out. This is the clean version, you know what I'm saying, but the one you will buy on iTunes, actually dirty version. It's not too many curse words in it, but let's just go ahead and get into it. We take this partying thing seriously.
Let's get lit,
because you gotta enjoy every moment of your life.
Let's get lit.
Work hard and play hard.
Let's get lit.
I worked hard for the money all week, grinding, hardly getting no sleep, shining, cause I gotta eat, I'm winning, ain't no time for defeat, but now, it's time for me to celebrate, every day my birthday with I wanted to turn it up a little bit. I gotta give them something to hate, overtime can't take me no breaks, don't associate with none of the fakes, if it ain't about the money then it can wait, let's make it move so risk I take, so I can put a meal on my plate. Let's get lit, 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 let's get lit. You've been working hard, now it's time to get it in. Forget about the job and go and call your friends. Tell them it's time to have some fun. So let me know if you're trying to come. Who won the war with the best, man? You basic checkers, I'm a chess man. All up in your chest, man. You ain't sober, you man. Stadium music, marching band. Work out, get the extra rep. Friday night works over, get extra fresh. Conceal and carry, gotta protect your neck. They try to catch you out cheating, expect no check. Let's get lit, let's get lit, let's get lit, let's get lit, let's get lit. We're 30 and up. We lit in the studio, baby. Go buy that single now. You been working hard, now it's time to get it in. Forget about the job and go and call your friends. Tell them it's time to have some fun. So let me know if you're trying to come. No fuss, no rush, baby. Cause no trust, no us, crazy. Back the train up, don't let it crash. And we can crash if you're playing the cash. If she bad, you know the heart will smash. Ladies, if he's trash, leave no trail for his dusty. Leave yesterday in the past. Cause we ain't chasing nothing but a bag. Monday. Let's get lit. 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 You've been working hard, now it's time to get it in. Forget about the job and go and call your friends. Tell them it's time to have some fun. So let me know if you're trying to come. What city are you from? Get come get lit. Don't matter where you're from. We enlisted. We let the stain in the blood. That's what. Don't be a stain in the. Let's get lit. Hey, let's get lit. Let's get lit. Let's get lit. Let's get lit. Hey, hey, hey. Let that grown people start the music, y'all. Let's get lit. You've been working hard, now it's time to get it in. Forget about the job and go and call your friends. Tell them it's time to have some fun. So let me know if you're trying to come. That's right. That's right. Available on iTunes, Google Play, Pandora. What's up? What's up? What's up? In the studio on IntellectualRadio.com. If you need to call in at 708-223-8953. My comedian co-host Pat will be joining us in about the next 15 to 20 minutes. I'm here with my lovely wife, Mariah. Some of y'all might know as Renita on Facebook, probably asking like, "What's up with the name, man? Man, you cheating on your girl? Why you calling her two different names?" I said I was going to tell Wanda the story.
That's how we
Can I tell Wanda the story?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell the story. Earl, if you're watching, Earl's the guy who normally produces the show, and so Wanda
Earl,
BC stepping in. Okay, so Earl, I'm gonna tell you the story. This one's for you. So when I met my lovely wife in Riverdale. Wasn't it Riverdale? No, was that Dalton? Dalton. One of those souths.
It's Dalton, not Dalton.
Dalton. One of those rough suburbs of Chicago. Anyway, we're in the hood in the club, okay? And I was with a lady, we was breaking up. She told me, you need to get out of the house, do something different. So I did. I got out the house, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't actually staying there for like the previous month. So I decided to finally go out. And the day that I actually went out is the day I bumped into my wife. I didn't know she was going to be my wife or anything like that, right. So what happened was she was dancing in the club with some guy. I actually say that in one of my songs or whatever. She was dancing in the club with some guy. Her claim is that I gave her my card twice. I gave her my card once, as far as I know. What she don't want to ever admit was I came in with some strippers and I was at the top and the VIP, VIP, hanging out. Yeah. Well, I came down to mingle with the little people down in the base of the club, but I was up there in the VIP with, my lady friend or whatever. But anyway, my wife was dancing with a guy or whatever, and she stood out like a sore thumb because of her height. You know what I'm saying? And she was real, real cute. I was like, oh, this lady fine. You know what I'm saying? So after she got finished dancing, just like a Negro, I walked over to her, asked her if that was her guy. She said, nah. So I probably did give her my card that time. Okay?
Remember
all right.
That.
So anyway, she told me in the club that her name was Yas Mariah.
With the Y.
So
I love that name.
So we're going to speed this up,
That's
okay?
my club name, y'all.
We're going to speed this up for 6 months. I referred to my wife as Yas Mariah, okay? Yas Mariah and Mariah for short, okay?
Yep.
She told me this in the club. I'm just repeating it because I saw the live blinked out for a second, came back in. So anyway, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was like a Saturday night, and she was going to like have, they had this family thing for a while with her family where all the ladies kind of hook up and like talk on a Sunday. And I remember I was going to meet her mom for the first time, and she told, now keep in mind, she had been staying with me at this point. She had her own apartment, but she eventually moved in. Well, and she said I was kicking her out when other women were coming over. I don't know if that was true or not. This is over 12 years ago. So anyway, hey, and one thing, I know I keep changing the subject within the story. Y'all know how I tell stories. One thing I will say about my wife, I think the thing that made me settle down this particular time is because she was challenging every little BS thing, player move I was doing. She was doing it just as much. She was.
Ladies, holla at your girl for tips.
When I was going to see a girl, it wasn't no issue because she was having a guy pick her right up anyway. She's like, man, I remember the first time I was at her apartment. She said, yeah, you can chill here or whatever. And, whatever. I got to go on a date. I thought, okay, no problem. Because we just pretty much had met. I saw a BMW picking her up. I said, okay.
Convertible.
Whatever.
Let's get that right.
So a little challenging, okay? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to fast forward a little bit. So she had been picking up my kids. She had met my parents at this point. I was about to meet her mom for the first time, and I remember that night she come to me all timidly and say, oh, I got to tell you a little something. And I said, what's up? She said, yeah, I got to tell you my real name is Renita. I was like, what you mean your name is Renita? Now, keep in mind, for the last 6 months, she's been picking up my kids from school. I've been making her dinners, making her lunch for work. We've been going out on dates. Okay, we've been doing a wild thing. And all this time, I thought your name was Yas Mariah. You know what I'm saying? Well, we married now. We could put that out there. Anyway, all this time I thought her name was Yas Mariah. So she finally told me her name was really Renita. And of course, my reaction was not really good. I think, what did I do? I kicked her out the house. I put her out the house.
He put me out in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I put her out in the middle of the night. She's 4'10", so I physically picked her up and politely put her outside my door.
He put me out.
Yeah. Well, apparently I got over it because here we are right now.
He's coming back. He knew.
So the funny thing about it is I met her mom the next day. So obviously I got over it, right? I met her mom the next day. And I know I was just so surprised. Everybody there was like, hey, Renita, hey, Renita. I was like, so y'all know her name is Renita too. Well, yeah, this is her family. And to this day, 12 years later, I still refer to her as Mariah. And, when I'm in front of her family, it's funny because I refer to her the name Renita, but sometimes I mix it up because I call her Mariah all the time. So they hear me utilizing both names when we're all together, and they just be laughing. They're like, man, no need to correct yourself. We know why you calling her that. That's the story.
That was some of the story.
So I hope you women who have met guys in a club, okay, have learned something from this. If you're giving out fake names and giving out real phone numbers, eventually, I would say this is the only thing maybe Steve Harvey was right. That 90-day thing, I wouldn't say that maybe necessarily with sex, but give him your real name within 90 days. Okay? Because, see, the point I brought up.
Because there's too many stalkers and killers out here. You don't get nobody your real name. Yeah. Please.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you another thing. Since we're on the subject of real names.
Hey, Erica.
Especially black people, everybody, anybody, but black people especially, because we got a tendency to do that. Make sure your babies know what their real name is, okay? And I know y'all like, what do you mean by that? Y'all call them little baby Bam Bam Boom Boom G Ball and all this other stuff. And this is the problem, right? Because my mom, she was a Chicago public school teacher for over 30 years. This is the issue, right? Your kid comes up missing, okay? And somebody finds your kid and they ask them what their name is. Oh, my name is G Ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it kind of look messed up on 9 o'clock news. We have found G-Ball, which is trying to locate his parents if y'all would like to show up. But yeah, make sure I know this is deep, right? Make sure your kids know your real name. Mm-hmm. Your real name. I'm not saying they got to call you by your first name, because that's rude. You know what I'm saying? But make sure they know your name is more than mother and daddy, man, in case they become missing. Because think about the average kid under 10, more than likely don't know their address. So they're going to have something to go by. And some of y'all got these aliases on Facebook, Tiffany, I'm so pretty, so fine. Yeah. Amy Barnes type of person or whatever with all these nicknames. Make sure your kid can identify. You know what? It's 2018. At least they can look up your social media page so the police can give you an inbox and say, we got a little G-Ball here at the station. Can you come pick him up?
Right.
He's knocking over things and stealing guns. Whatever little kids do nowadays, because little kids are wild, man. So anyway, once again, I would just like to say I appreciate Intellectual Radio for having us here. Once again, that number 708-223-8953. We've been here for the last few weeks, and it's been a wonderful day and a wonderful week for me because I finally, after all these years, it took 2 years for me to put this album together, and I finally put it together, so I'll put it out today.
Yes.
So real quick, I'm going to play another cut off the album. This song right here is called, we're going to go into Once in a Lifetime. This is featuring my sister, Miss Pretty Kitty Valadez. She also has about 3 songs on my album. And shout out to Kitty. She also has a single out on iTunes called Can't Shake. I made a little sampler video for her to put out, a little promo video, so you can check that out. But the single is available on iTunes. Miss Kitty Valadez, check her out. This is the single Once in a Lifetime. You'll see my wife in the video if you go look it up on Facebook, on YouTube.
She popping,
dancing and shaking her butt in Vegas. This is actually a great video because I recorded this video in Vegas during her birthday. So it's like her birthday is forever captured on film, and it was just a lovely time at the pool parties and things of that nature. So there's a song I'm going to dedicate it to her right now, Once in a Lifetime. Happy I met you, whatever your name is. Yeah. Reintroducing Lisa Valadez, a.k.a. Kitty. Tyson Smith.
I know you heard every line in the book. I just wanna be your first time. So I'm not talking about sex, baby, look. I just wanna be the genuine. I wanna take care of you, adore you, get to know you, hold you, never control you, because you're the type of person that comes once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Can I use a lifeline for the answer to the question? Can you ever be mine? With you I be fine. Can we make this our time? Hot like the summertime. Stop, no drama time. You are the reason that I feel so high. You are the reason that I told them bye. You are the best that I ever had, so I can forget about my past. I know you heard every line in the book. I just wanna be your first time. So I'm not talking about sex, baby, look. I just wanna be the genuine. I wanna take care of you, adore you, get to know you, yeah, hold you, never control you. Because you're the type of person that comes once in a lifetime.
Never say then begin to laugh. What makes you happy, what makes you sad? At the right place, at the right time. I think I met the right one this time. It's so refreshing to be myself. Got me feeling I don't want nobody else. All I ask is that you be sincere. And when I need you, that you be right here.
I know you heard every line in the book. I just wanna be your first time. So I'm not talking about sex, baby, look. I just wanna be the genuine. I wanna take care of you, adore you, get to know you, yeah, hold you, never control you. Because you're the type of person that comes once in a lifetime. I'm tired of running. I wanna relax, kick back. Hey, get over someone that needs that, believe that. You got me so flabbergasted. And when we met up, it was matching. My ex-girl, she was tragic. Hey, let's call her past tense. Hey, yeah. So that's what's up. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. My album's actually dropping October the 19th. You can pick that up on iTunes and all those other social websites, music media sites that I told you about earlier. What's up? I want to say what's up to people logged in on 30 and up. I see Sylvia. I see C. Winston. What's up, C. Winston? I see Erica and Lamise. What's up, Lanice? Lanice, I apologize. That's you. I don't have to shout you out. You're already here. I don't know what you're pointing for. Hey, everybody. This is comedian Tyson Smith and with my co-host for the moment, Miss Renita Mariah, whatever your name is.
Mariah.
Wifey, you know. So
Yay.
I'm just happy and excited to have her in the building once again. Really happy and excited that I got this new album coming out October the 19th. And it's been just a wonderful week for us. I want to also say I love the group 30 and Up doing us. It's really giving me the chance to let everybody see my talents. Y'all seen plenty of videos with my wife in it. Sorry about that. Practically every video that I have has my wife in it in terms of her dancing and just catching us up in real life. So a lot of times when I'm out, and now I think people are actually getting used to the fact when they see me out with my cell phone, that I'm more likely recording footage for something that's going to show up later, whether it's some video or a comedy sketch or whatever. So all of Chicago, you're all included in my videos because I don't have you sign disclaimers, nor am I paying y'all. So anyway, you all are in my videos and my wife is in every video. So I really appreciate having her around and doing what she does. She take care of home, look cute, keep it, stay in shape, make meals, irons my clothes for work. I can't ask for nothing better, you know, and take care of the kids because I don't even know what the teacher's name is anymore. So I want to talk about a discussion we're having at 30 and Up doing us real quick. I'm going to read this to y'all, right? I'm going to read this to y'all. This is what I was showing you earlier. This guy named Chorus Flow. That's a nice grown-up name. Chorus Flow, right? It says, I just realized when any guy posts a pic of himself, he barely gets any likes. And then he puts in parentheses, 3 likes. Now, when a woman posts a pic, you got men and women liking her pics, 150 likes plus. He put that in parentheses. Guess what that means, fellas? These women on here These women on here don't have that respect for the black men. They don't see black men as kings. Well, guess what, ladies? That's the reason you are single and sleeping with multiple men.
He shouldn't have said that.
You don't know your position. Yeah, go ahead and delete me, administrator. I guess that would be me. Just had to get that off my chest. This is not up for debate. Please do not be fake and like. Okay, man, let me just tell you. The group went in completely. Okay, so I'm just reading a couple of comments off this post, right? Latasha Brown, I'm just going to pick out some. It's hundreds of comments on this post. And like within 15 minutes of him posting this, it was already at 65 comments. So Latasha Brown put, not every black man acts as king, and the same goes for women.
bad word, throw that term around way too willy nilly. What the heck is our position that we are clueless on that? What is our position that we are clueless on that's caused us, according to him, to be single and whores? Post something worth liking is what I'm gonna suggest. And he said, don't be fake and like. I
Right.
guess he was referring to this post here. So what did you post it for? What exactly do you need, sir? Done got all kinds of pity likes. Dude, what are you talking about? How old is this king? Okay. So let's see. Another lady, Vanessa Maria Cabrera, said, first of all, that happens on every site. Men get very few likes. Women always get more, by the way. The only king in my book is Lord Jesus Christ. God is king,
Amen.
not done, not some random guy. I know that's what she meant. And so this is my thing. And the reason why I want to bring up this post is several things about this post. For one, ain't no grown man should come on a group, especially a large group, any group for
Looking
that
for
matter,
likes.
begging for likes, man. You're a man. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Now I can understand sometimes why women do it. They, you want to feel pretty for the day. You might have hooked yourself up and you just want to see that people are appreciating you. But you
Mhm.
are a grown man. Basically begging for attention, and then you're getting persecuted in this group, whatever the case might be. But this is what I didn't like about this. Towards the end, you said well, guess what, ladies? The reason you are single and sleeping with multiple men is you don't know your position. So you just made
Mm-mm-mm.
this assumption. Just because women are not liking on your post that they are sleeping with multiple men. So that puts me in a frame of mind that you are the same guy that if you approach a woman and she does not give you her number, you immediately probably call her the B word. Because that's the mentality. When you're a grown man, you're supposed to be able to deal with rejection. Understand this is social media. Okay, people are giving bits and pieces of their actual lives. There are
Mhm.
people over here acting like their lives are very fantastic and great and are going through the worst times possible. Me myself, you would never see me and my wife arguing on social media. The one time we put up a play argument on social media that
Right.
I constantly repost was just to be funny with everybody else. And we're
Right.
constantly laughing and joking and playing around with each other. She calling me
Mhm.
big head and things of that nature. And I'm calling her Renita Mariah. Anyway, the point being is you don't have to put all your business out there. And something like this, you could have really kept to yourself. And just to
Mhm.
put all women in the same, in the same box, if
Yeah.
they don't give you attention, all of a sudden they're out here doing every guy in the world. And it also seems like you're kind of a little stalkerish, probably the type of person that
Mhm.
follows this woman around everywhere, checks her phone and all her texts, got to know where she's at, call her every 20 minutes, this, that, and the other. When my wife leaves out the house, there is one rule. She knows what the rule. Check in by 3 o'clock. You check in by 3 o'clock, you're good. You check in at 3:01, you're probably gonna die when you get home. But anyway, she knows it. She's called me at 2:58 plenty of times.
Yep.
2:58 plenty of
He
times.
cuts up.
Okay, she already knows it's a different. It's a light
Yep.
switch at 3 o'clock. That's that. When you get to 59, you still cool. But as soon as they hit 3:01, boy, it's gonna be some furniture moving around the house. But the thing about it is, I come to the realization that if my wife comes in a little bit late, it doesn't happen all that often. I will say that. So I'm gonna defend her right now. But she comes in late. She is so intoxicated. She don't hear my argument anyway. I might as well be arguing with myself because she don't remember what's going on anyway. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, if you have to be so insecure, if you have to be in a relationship where you are stalking the mess out of the person that you're with, you probably are in the wrong relationship.
Amen.
You are supposed to have time away from people. You are supposed to give people time to miss you so they appreciate you more a little bit when you come home or whatever. And the case might be. But man, I mean, as far as lighting him up, oh my God, man.
Even the guys was going in on
Yeah,
him.
even the guy. Now, what was funny, there was actually a few guys defending this cat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find one off the fly. But wait, I'm gonna read
The
one.
one with the heart. All I gotta do is go on the heart.
Well, and some guy actually put a heart on his post. So I don't know what that means. So y'all can talk about that in y'all inboxes or whatever. But anyway, let's see. Gary put this is a guy, but he wasn't defending him. He said that's just how social media is everywhere. But a lot of women that
Talking to Mike.
wait, I take that back. Gary was kind of defending him, but a lot of women let these their looks go to their heads and really believe in their mind that they are celebrities of some sort. And you
Mm?
can tell by the comments. But I wouldn't worry about it. And if you're looking for a woman, just try in your local area, because meeting women on social media, you don't know what you're getting. You'll do better meeting a woman in person by far. So he gave a on the fence answer, but I liked his answer. And he's right about that. And just like I touched on earlier, you don't know who you're meeting on social media. It is better to probably meet a person in real life. We had a situation in a group actually within the last month or two. Well, a young lady, I won't put her name out there. I mean, if you guys in the group know maybe who she is, because she put her story out there. But long story short, she did meet somebody. I'm 30 and up doing us, and she hooked up with him. And this guy actually met her a few times. He convinced her to move out of state to where he was at. And long story short, she moved out of state to where he was at with her kids. Yeah. And he left her stranded in a motel, took all her money, took $1,100 and left her stranded in a motel. Yeah. And just basically the whole thing was a scam. So you got to watch out for people. You got to, do your background and do your due diligence when you're meeting people anywhere. You don't know what people's intentions are. They can give you a fake name for 6 months. So you just don't know what people's intentions are when you first meet them. So that's on you, man. But you ain't got to take it out on the whole world, because it makes you look foolish to a certain extent. It really does. I'm going to go ahead and get into another song off the album. This song is one of my favorite songs. Actually, this song is a single that came out today, now that I think about it. And you can purchase it on iTunes and this, that, and the other. If you want to see the video for the song, it's on top of the group 30 and Up Doing Us. For those who are not familiar with the group, reaching me through IntellectualRadio.com. Please join my group on Facebook, 30 and Up Doing Us. It has over 221,000 members. We started January 26, 2016 to help promote my music and comedy. I thought I was going to get about 5,000 people in the group. Blink my eye, and it's 220,000 people in the group. Following Tyson and his wife's adventures. I will say this, since she's here in the studio, I know that you guys are looking at her a lot. And yes, I do use my wife to a certain extent, okay? Hey, and at least it ain't multiple women, you know what I'm saying, that, I'm having in a video, because, it's so funny. I have my wife incorporated in all areas of my life, a job posted on my desk, at home, I got her all on my furniture, like pictures. I'm just saying pictures of her everywhere. She has pictures of herself everywhere. That's another story in itself. But anyway.
I love myself.
Long story short, I remember a girl a few months ago. She saw my phone. She saw the screensaver on my phone. There's a picture of my wife. I think she was in a bikini. I changed it often, whatever the screensaver is. She said, your wife lets you have pictures of other women, scantily clad women on your phone, this, that, and the other. I said, this is my wife. And she felt salty. You know what I'm saying? Get your life together. Mind your own business or whatever. We're exhibitionists or whatever you're doing. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'm about to bring y'all to another song off the album. This is called Better Without You. Anybody who's been through a bad breakup, to me, this song is for you. This is dedicated to you. Whether that's with a friend or ex, check it on out. Better Without You, Tyson Smith. Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, but we can't even be friends. And the more that I think about it, the more that I really doubt it. If my mind's no longer crowded,
better without you, y'all.
And I can do better without it. Red flags and the genesis. How to get to this? Should've walked away a long time ago. But I stayed through thick and thin. My common sense abandoned it. Now the same game that you play is getting old. You keep telling me things will be different, even though it's clear that it isn't. And I ain't even tripping. I'ma keep on living. We don't gotta argue no more, 'cause one of us can hit the door. Through up their hands and drop their head. Turn around, this is what I see. And I wonder if it's the end. After all of the time we spent, I know the Lord said I should forgive, but we can't even be friends. And the more that I think about it, the more that I really doubt it. 'Cause my mind's no longer crowded, and I can do better without fake friends are worse than enemies. All this time you really envy me, acting like we had a bond that couldn't break. But then you got greedy, wanted more, acting so needy. Saw your opportunity, then made a play. You couldn't wait till we broke up like a snake. You slip and pick the pieces right up. One thing about loyalty, it's not for everybody. That's why you gotta choose people wisely. Ain't no telling who they really might be. Every time I let somebody get close, they turn around and try to cut my throat. And I wonder if this the end. After all of the time we spent, I know the Lord said I should forgive, but we can't even be friends. And the more that I think about it, the more that I really doubt it. 'Cause my mind's no longer crowded, and I can do better without it. We don't have to argue no more, 'cause one of us can hit the dough. No need to even mention your name, 'cause what we had is in the grave. And I wonder if this the end. After all of the time we spent, I know the Lord said I should forgive, but we can't even be friends. And the more that I think about it, the more that I really doubt it. 'Cause my mind's no longer crowded, and I can do better without it.
Better Without You, Better Without You. You can get that today on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, man. This comedian and songwriter Tyson Smith on IntellectualRadio.com, 708-223-8953 on iHeartRadio. Here with my lovely wife, Miss Mariah. How are you doing today, baby?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I want to send a couple of shots out to Sherry, Jennifer, Kimberly, and Annette.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
So that song right there is all about, hey, what's up, people? What's up? Hey. That song right there is all about fake friends and fake relationships. Mm-hmm. Have you ever encountered any of those in your lifetime? People who said they're going to be there for you but don't wind up being there?
Yep, of course I have.
Yeah. So what would you say is the biggest letdown when you're dealing with a friend? Because I think yours is probably more like friends. What do you think your biggest letdown when it comes to dealing with people to say they're your friend?
Lying.
And what are some of the things women lie about?
Girl, I'm gonna come and get you. First of all, I have my own ride, but don't tell me you're gonna come and get me and have me waiting. I absolutely hate waiting for anybody. Everybody know I say this all the time in the club. My height is like my patience. Short. Do not lie to me. I don't like liars.
Do you think people ever get jealous of your relationship or what?
Of course. Don't let me say some names now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, of course they do. You know, let me tell you, I have lost a lot of associates through this relationship.
Yeah. People come and go. You know, you pick up people, they stay around for a year or two or something. They stay around for a season, and then we see them drop off. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
I used to get invited to a whole bunch of parties. I was going to everybody's party. Now it's been scarce.
So it's just funny, you know, like I said, hey, me and my wife, we're human beings. We argue just like anybody else. We just don't put our arguments on social media. And I think that's the biggest thing with dealing with relationships, keeping people out your business a lot of times. Now, I ain't saying if you can like beat up on or something, you might want to tell a few people. But other than that, if you're just having a regular argument in the home, you might not want everybody's opinion on the situation.
Exactly.
Because case in point, you never know what people's ulterior motives are. Sometimes people are unhappy with their own lives and don't want to see a good relationship going on. So they will give you bad advice purposely because misery loves company.
Exactly.
So one of the things I know I dealt with a lot in my marriage group is sometimes you have single people offering married people advice. And you know what? I'm on the fence with that too. Because it's almost like a person with no kids giving a person with kids advice on parenting. I mean, I think you can understand the concept of it.
Mhm.
However, until you're in the actual situation, the actual predicament,
Right.
I don't think you understand the full scope. So sometimes you got to take everything with a grain of salt and make your own decision at the end of the day. But I would say any relationship that you're in, it should be 50-50, where both people are contributing and both people are taking away stuff, but both people are contributing. It should just be lopsided, where it's just one person that's being faithful, one person that's just taking care of business around the house and things of that nature. Or if you had that type of thing where both people are coming to work, maybe both people can contribute to like the funds of the house, the bills and things of that situation. But sometimes you got a situation where it's a little lopsided, where you see I see this more or less to me with guys who want them a sugar mama or just somebody to babysit, take care of them. They want somebody to replace mama, basically, and they're grown.
Mhm.
They're just looking for another house to reside at. So sometimes they'll put up with a lot, even a person that they're not really digging too much, just to have a roof over their head. I'm not saying that women don't do it too. I think women do it as well. But I think sometimes with women, they'll formulate a plan on, I'm going to get out of this situation sooner or later. I'm just doing this for the time being. This is just temporary. I'm going to get myself together. But hey, you got to want more out of your life. And sometimes when you just invest too much time and energy and just into one thing and don't explore everything that you can do with your life, then when that one thing is taken away, you don't know what to do with your life and you're distraught. So always make a life for yourself. My wife has a life outside of me. I have a life outside of her in terms of just our daily activities.
Mhm.
But then we come together, we miss each other, and then we have a beautiful relationship, and then we hang out very often. That's another thing. One thing I think I've seen people and that you told me about in your inbox that you let me read. Women who say their guys don't even have them as a friend on Facebook,
They're mates.
which is really crazy to me.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, if you don't have, if your significant other can't friend you on Facebook, there is probably something to hide there.
It sure is.
Because
Mhm.
I put it to you like this: don't no woman in this world, not know I have a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to dig pretty deep to miss the fact that I'm married. I'm never hiding the fact that I'm married. And if you are putting somebody into a situation, you let them know exactly what the situation is.
Mhm.
Because sometimes people put each other in situations and then you got a girlfriend and then you got a wife or something, the case might be. And then neither one of them knew about each other. And that's what car windows get smashed and tires get slashed and all that good stuff. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and, since we kind of the subject of bad relationships, kind of, sort of, go ahead and play another song off the album. This is actually called All This Time. It's basically going through a bad relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play that song. Hold on one second.
Sure.
This is All This Time by Tyson Smith. Check it out, October 19th when the album. Talk to y'all. Hold on. Here we go.
All this time I've been dealing with the devil. All this time I've been sleeping with the devil. All this time I've been creeping with the devil. All this time I've been weeping with the devil. The devil. The devil. Devil. The devil. Devil. The devil. Devil. They came into my world and stole my heart. Then I put it on my sleeve so they can rip it apart. I saw some red flags, but I was having fun. Then they put a hold on me so I couldn't run. The devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil. All this time I've been dealing with the devil. All this time I've been sleeping with the devil. All this time I've been creeping with the devil. All this time I've been weeping with the devil. The devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil. I never forget the day that I lost my way. I never forget the way that she blew me away. You fed my ears the meal that they needed to hear. Had no idea that you was full of my dear. Now I seen a couple of red flags. Working late all the time. Phone upside down all the time. Hanging with your friends all night. All the time. I'm sick of your lines. The wise I'm trying. All this time I've been dealing with the devil. All this time I've been sleeping with the devil. All this time I've been creeping with the devil. All this time I've
devil, the devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil, the devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil, the devil, devil. Hey, I'm gonna get into another song real quick. This is my song coming on my album Love, Life, and Laughter on October the 19th. Any of you that ever experienced everybody's relationship full of arguments, this is kind of a silly song for all those people that get into arguments as soon as they get home. It's called Arguing. Check it on out. They call the Why don't you just leave? Cause I'm already gone. In my mind I'm somewhere else, very far away from home. Why don't you just leave? Cause I'm already gone. In my mind I'm somewhere else, very far away from home. What we arguing about this time? As soon as I get home, I swear you wanna fight. Oh, wait. I had to pause that song. Just thought about it. It's a swear word right there. Yeah. Huh? Uh, uh, wait, no. I just thought about it as I'm doing it. Hey, I just want to let y'all know that was a preview, the clip to the song Arguing by Tyson Smith. Yes, the intro. Yes, indeed. I was just coming up to it, boy. Whoa. Saved myself. Saved us a fine. Yes, sir. That's all good. So, hey, this is IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio. What's up? What's up, Patrick? Patrick is all good. Patrick said he won't be able to make it today. He's running behind in traffic. So that's what's up. We'll see Patrick next week. Patrick, I see your message, man. Thank you. I know you probably was the one texting me, but I couldn't get to it because I'm on the air. This is Intellectual Radio, 708-223-8953 on iHeartRadio. Here in the studio with my lovely wife, Mariah. This is 30 and Up doing us live radio. What's up, group? How y'all are doing? So, baby, tell them. As far as our daily life, a lot of people are interested in our daily life a little bit. Um, what do you look forward to? Partying. So let me explain. We met at a club. Yeah. And shopping. We met at a club, and we pretty much go on a date I want to say almost every week. She lets me know if we didn't go on a date that week. So, but to her point, she stays in the house most of the time, like a lot, taking care of the house activities, taking care of the kids and everything like that, taking care of the dogs or whatever, making meals and things of that nature. It's a cool situation, but I want to say that, it may not be typical right now. So I don't want women looking at this relationship, they're bothering their men like, I should be not working, this, that, and the other. Look at Tyson taking care of his wife. This is a unique situation. So you got to do what fits you. You know what I'm saying? Just happy to God bless me with a gig that's good enough to support both of us. Also offer me the opportunity to do stuff like this, do music and do comedy or whatever. But, it just worked out in our particular situation. But I did notice for some reason, because I've been married 3 times. This is my 3rd marriage. Some people already know that. I did notice, like, the other 2 marriages, I was broke, man. Like, I didn't have no money. And I started to realize with some relationships, now some of you smart people, some of you intellectual people, when y'all have a relationship, y'all know how to divvy up the money good. I think what was going on in my relationships in the past was you always had somebody that knew somebody else was bringing home a paycheck, so they would blow theirs. And I think that was a 2-way street. Maybe sometimes it was me, sometimes it was them. But definitely, when you're having a relationship, y'all got to get the finance thing worked out because, man, you can have 2 incomes coming in and be broke. What's crazy is that since I only got 1 income in the house, I really haven't had too many times in the last 12 years where I could say, okay, I really just didn't have it like that,
Right.
And actually, it feels good, as you're getting older, saving more and more money and this, that, and the other, and really thinking about your future and this, that, and the other. Because as me and Pat talked about last time, that was something that my parents really didn't discuss with me growing up in our household. Just, thinking about stocks and bonds, 401k plans, and things of that nature. And I think it's really important that you instill that on your children so they'll know what they have to do, because a lot of this stuff, a lot of these jobs right now are turning into computers, and you're really gonna have to have some type of skill set to survive in the world now.
Hmm.
You got people fighting over McDonald's jobs, but pretty soon it's going to be kiosks everywhere.
Right.
McDonald's employees may not really be there like you think, other than to service the machinery that's there. This is another song off the album. To me, it's kind of inspirational. If you check out the video, it's on YouTube. It's also on Facebook. The song is called "Winning," so you can just put Tyson Smith "Winning." The video consists of us being in the Bahamas, where they lost our luggage.
Yeah.
So tell them.
Real story.
So tell them. This happened last month. We went to the Bahamas, and we get there. This is our first time in the Bahamas. We were on Swift Airlines. Shout out to Swift Airlines for losing our luggage.
Yeah.
It was
Y'all
their
suck.
inaugural flight, and they lost our stuff. We had all our luggage in 138-pound bag, and she
Right.
had a purse on her, and I just had the stuff in my pocket, like some charges and stuff. We get to the Bahamas, and once we got off the plane, we was looking at the little carousel and went across around 4 times, and the Bahamas lady was like, "Hey, sir, are you waiting for your luggage?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "This is the same luggage that's been going around for the last 4 times. It's not here." And then the other guy shouting that we need to hurry up and get on the bus before the bus leaves to take us to our hotel. So, man, we went, what was it, 4 days in the Bahamas with no clothes at all.
None.
Oh, okay. No clothes at all. Hey, so it was an experience, but they did find our luggage eventually. We got it, what,
A,
5 days after the trip,
a week later.
after we came back.
Right.
So it felt like Survivor, where you was out somewhere and then they tell you, hey, this is going to be the trick, the obstacle for today. You can only utilize what you got on right now. One thing I learned from this experience of being in the Bahamas with no clothes, when you go to tourist spots to buy clothes, they don't sell drawers at all. They don't sell drawers and
Underwear.
bras. None. Nothing.
Underwear.
All they sell is they island
T-shirts.
garbs. All you can buy in the Bahamas is stuff that says Bahamas.
We're going to the club with T-shirts on, looking like
with
tourists.
T-shirts.
We
Straight
looked like
tourists.
some real tourists.
She wanted to cry a few times. She actually did one time. But
I
that's
did
neither
cry.
here or there. That's
Yeah.
neither here or there. She's a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
I had hair missing. I was mad about my hair.
My wife
Man.
has more hair at home, man. She got like 14 different heads, and she names them all.
Yeah.
They're scattered. They're in 2 rooms. She
I'm
has.
gonna tell you, Kimberly was missing, and I was very upset. Kimberly was out there in Puerto Rico somewhere, and I was very
Yeah.
upset.
We honestly think our bag ended up in Puerto Rico because when we was in line, they asked us, were we going to Puerto Rico or were we going to Bahamas? We clearly said the Bahamas, but we think the bag actually
Went to
wound up
Puerto
in
Rico.
Puerto Rico somewhere. But hey, shout out. It's still some honest people in the world. When we got the bag back, everything was fully intact. The bag was a little ripped, but everything was in there.
Yep.
So thank
Everything
God
was
for
in
that. Hey, I want y'all to check it out. We're about to wind up the show, man. This hour went by super duper fast. We're going to wind up, wrap up the show right now. And I want y'all to hear one of my songs. It's actually going to come out as a single probably actually in December. It's called Winning. Very inspirational song. I want y'all to check it out. This is grown people music. Love, Life, and Laughter. The album drops October the 19th. You can pick up the single Lit. And you can also pick up my single Better Without You today. It's online today for 99 cents. Everybody
get
got
it.
99 cents. There's
$1.07 with tax.
220,000 people in this group. I should have $220,000 tomorrow. Here you go.
The fruit's gone sour.
No, that's about to stop. But you can play that. No, you can play that until Hey, till when it comes on, this is my song, Rice. No, never mind. Here
Now
goes.
everybody throw your hands up.
I'm winning.
We ain't never gonna.
Oh, he's already over there. Okay.
Okay.
Hey y'all. You know what? I'm coming back next Friday. I want to go ahead and wrap this up because I'm looking at the time. I'm going to go ahead and post the song Winning in the group so y'all can check it out. Check out the video. We in the Bahamas because I see we only got 2 or 3 minutes. I want to give a shout out to Earl, the other Winfrey, for having us on in his lovely studio. Thanks for wanting to
Earl.
be. Shout out to her show, He Said, She Said, correct?
Yes.
Okay, woo. Thank God I got that right the first time. Shout out to Intellectual Radio, 708-223-8953. This is 30 and Up doing us live. I
Yeah.
hope you enjoy me and my wife being on the air. Talk to y'all later.
Bye-bye. Peace out.
All right.